So the president, or my bad, the vice president shot somebody in the face.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Sometimes we joke about shooting people in the face on this show.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney really does it.
But this really happened.
Well, and sometimes I think we joked about Dick Cheney being shot in the face.
Yeah. It. By the way, I guess we should say it's real quick. It's Tuesday, February 14th.
It's Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And it's a Nodfast 16.
Especially happy Valentine's Day to the guy that Cheney shot.
Which is his name, basically.
Harry Whittington.
Mr. Old Guy.
I seriously, out of all of this...
I love this stuff today, right? So I'm looking through the news, and I heard that he got shot. Okay, so I heard this stuff the other day, basically. And then looking through the news, and you're like, oh, okay, it says it's some sort of heart irritability because of the shot. So he's going to have to stay in the hospital.
Heart irritability.
Yeah, a little more looking around. Oh, no, that means he had a fucking heart attack. He had a heart attack.
Irritability.
And then it's a minor heart attack. Minor heart attack now. But the deal is, Cheney shot the dude so fucking much over the whole course of his body that there are pellets in his heart and his face.
What is he, like 80 anyway, this dude?
78 or something, yeah. So pretty close. It's pretty close to 80 if you're going to round. But yeah, so I mean, there's a risk this dude could die because of this.
It sets up a whole crazy set of circumstances. They'd have to change up the sheriff's report and potentially do a grand jury investigation and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm sure Cheney's actually really hoping this guy gets better.
Yeah, because if he dies, that's like involuntary manslaughter, and that's like him resigning immediately as vice president.
Well, I can't say I would think that he would, to be honest.
Right, I
think he'd be like, no, that's no reason for me to resign. No.
He would shoot anyone who asked.
I'll shoot you if you tell me.
You look like a bird.
But a couple of the points about the White House being sort of mum on the whole thing. First of all, this lady who owned the ranch was the one who delivered the news to the world. That
right, who was told by Cheney to do it, though.
Right.
He called her and said, hey, could you call that lady you know at the newspaper and tell her that I shot this dude?
Yeah. I've seen so many different accounts. In one of the accounts I saw, she said, our family realized the next morning, oh, this is going to be a news event. It's like, are you dumb shit? Did you not realize the vice president, when he shot the guy, was a news event? Yep.
But then how, during the press conference, McClellan was like, I don't know why we didn't know for so long. There was information being sent from this place to that place, and information takes a long time to send and to gather, at least like a day.
You're like, what? Yeah. What are you talking about? It took you a day to gather the information that the vice president shot a guy?
One paragraph?
How about you say, hey, you know what? The vice president shot a guy. We're going to figure out what's going on. We'll get back to you.
Right.
Yeah, he shot a guy. It didn't take a day to gather that.
But I mean,
email at most.
It ends up whenever they do shit like that, it ends up hurting them worse than if they would just, like you said, say,
own up to it.
Okay, people, this is real fucked up, but the vice president shot somebody.
This is we're kind of worried. We're gonna figure out how this guy's doing.
Right.
We're gonna own up to it, like anyone would have to do. I don't know.
I love it how it's like Schwarzenegger not having the license, where he's just like, by the way, I don't bother to, have the proper registration, and
I do not believe in this government of this state. Wait a second.
So yeah, the woman whose property they were on apparently is the daughter of the guy who hired him at Halliburton as well, and she's a lobbyist. So
right,
even better on all those levels. It gives you sort of an insight as to who he hangs with all the time, and how could you handle something like this, worse? I don't think there's a possibility.
He could have shot the guy to death after that point.
Just walked up to him.
Like I said, I already got him. I got to kill him.
Put him out of his misery. Yeah. It's like a lame dog now.
I think it would just be funny if this dude died, and then that caused Cheney to have a heart attack.
His robot heart won't work.
I know that.
Runs off of coal,
something like that.
Seal oil.
Well, yeah, and they the White House, of course, did do the immediate back off of their lighthearted approach to this when dude did have his arterial fibrillation.
When his heart was irritated by something lodged inside of it.
Yeah. I
Something
think
that came out of a gun.
they suddenly stopped with their Elmer Fudd jokes and all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so on that pleasant note, which I'm just sure we're going to have some fun updates about that later, we're still back to this stupid fucking cartoon shit and how it's destroying the planet. You're like, I just don't understand either side of this. Like, I mean, I understand how you'd be upset, but like people dying over it, like more people are dying over a fucking cartoon.
Killing people everywhere, yeah.
Could you imagine somebody dying over Garfield?
Or over actually it's really just badly drawn.
Oh, it's horrible drawing.
Yeah. Damn.
But people are upset for a reason. And one of those reasons, Josh, is what? We have more soldiers being mean to people.
Yep, UK soldiers caught. Basically, the footage that I saw on television was so there were a bunch of Iraqi protesters and all these. I think they were like throwing stones and shit, Palestinian style, and they ran after a bunch of them, gathered them up, took them behind this wall where they thought they were out of view or whatever, just start beating the crap out of them like this. Just
except someone had a camera.
Except they videotaped it. Yeah.
Right, probably them because that's how they.
Right.
That's how fucking.
Hey,
stupid
you've been
they are.
punked.
Yeah, exactly.
In your face, Iraqis.
Yo, this is so funny. Let's go back and watch this later.
Oh shit! This is where Kutcher got killed.
Yeah.
So Tony Blair said there will be an immediate investigation, and they do not tolerate blah blah blah, all that other crap.
Wow, yeah, Abu Ghraib, and I actually just read something about
Guantanamo.
Guantanamo,
Wow.
And there's something about from Afghanistan
And the 700 other bases.
Well, yeah, the
Right.
there were people that were recommended for charges, and I think out of 70 of them, only like 20 some have been convicted so far, and this is stuff from like 2002.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's hard to get a job when they like, have you ever been convicted of a crime? And you're like, yes.
Yeah, killed a
And they're
guy.
like, what is it?
Beat the
war
shit.
crimes.
Yeah.
I've been convicted of international war crimes. I would really, really love to work at this Denny's.
Does that show up on Monster.com? I killed somebody.
I beat this dude to death with a hose.
While he was handcuffed, yeah. That's
He suffocated on his own blood.
But yeah, that was something Matt just mentioned briefly a second ago. I'll just go and throw this in there. So I keep reading these figures, and it's hard to get the exact estimation, but 700 bases in about 130 countries.
U.S. military
The military
bases.
has of the United States.
Yeah, and you know, if somebody thinks they're 700, then they're like 900.
Right.
yeah, right.
I mean, that's like, and what they say, 500,000 people work for the whole military-industrial complex, like the whole gathering, CIA, whatever else.
Right,
It's like, that's
right.
not surprising.
I'm telling you, I think we need to invite, just like as maybe a town or one crazy state in the country needs to invite a foreign military to have
A base.
a base here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I,
think
don't
that'd
think
be
that'd
awesome.
go over.
I
I
think
think you wouldn't be allowed to have roads anymore in that.
yeah, right. Exactly. I think
That's where the federal government
Somebody
would go,
should try
okay,
it, though.
You have states' rights, but we also have the right to not give you any money.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like the speed limit.
I just don't understand how.
You cannot have an Iranian base in your state.
I just don't understand that double standard at all. That's crazy.
Well, it's a double standard that's like so far,
Beyond.
like askew a double
Yeah.
standard. Yeah, that it's like, it sure draws into question any notions of this whole like war. I mean, I've heard on multiple occasions when the president says, when you're talking about war, you're talking about peace.
Yeah, he's a moron.
It's like, no, you're not. Fuck. You're talking
like
about war.
Those are
Yeah.
different things. In
It's like-
fact, they are the opposite.
When you're talking about a circle, you're talking about a triangle.
It's triangle because to make a circle, you need to make a lot of little triangles.
Right.
Whole bunch, infinite number of little triangles, and you can approximate mathematically a circle.
And like I say, the little eagle is facing the little like plants or whatever that it's holding in the one talon. It's not facing the little arrows. Not supposed to be.
Actually, I think he's really giving you insight into his own person. In that he's saying, even when he's at peace, he's so conflicted in his head that
Right.
he's always at war. So peace is war to him.
Wow.
I might be smiling, but
yeah.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate everybody. Fuck you guys.
I can't remember the name of the artificial sweetener I like. God damn it. Yeah, I think it's things like that. So.
Can you get that good song on my iPod? What is
That's
that?
right.
That good song by Kenny Chesney?
Talking about the Winter Olympics real quickly, I was just going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Women's snowboarding rules. And
I've been watching the Olympics too, man.
Yeah. The ladies team, after doing their preliminary runs, kind of.
They wear dresses, the ladies.
No, the women's team. No, it's weird calling them women because the oldest is like 20, and I think they get on like 16 or something. Like this one girl.
You could call them hotties.
No, see, that sounds even worse.
That's what they say on NBC.
No, they don't.
Hotties.
I watch the NBC folks.
No, that's in the Spanish one. If you watch the Spanish one,
But they went and found some powder and went on a long free run on their own and kind of punked the security, as NBC puts it, which I find kind of amusing. It's very snowboarder like. But these gals are really amazing, and they are equaling what the dudes do. In fact, there was a run last night where gal got going. I mean, just some of the craziest air, and
she got massive air.
Was literally going as high as the guy that won the gold medal the day before.
Yeah.
So there won't be much of a separation in that sport for long, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's not a sport. It's about strength,
style.
It's like
You know what I mean?
it's kind of funny though snowboarding because I know that it's like global and it's catching on and there are a lot of countries.
Oh, but it's
that
so
are into it.
U.S.
So
It was
Yeah, it's
invented
like-
in the U.S. like decades ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
we might as well have an Olympic sport of war profiteering too.
Well, we didn't invent that. That would be the Swiss.
We're the best at it though.
We're maximizing it though.
That would be the Swiss, who still are the military for the Vatican.
No, that's funny.
Did you see stuff in the media about that
No.
recently? The Swiss Guard or whatever that basically protect the Pope in Vatican City. They are the historical force that is entirely Swiss-born Christian men over 5'9" who were like super soldiers or whatever, and
Wow.
it's kind of like the
That's
Secret
great.
Service, but they also have these really funny outfits.
The Pope's Secret Service.
Yeah. But the Swiss were traditionally and this is obviously a long time ago, but traditionally they were the armies for Europe, for royalty in Europe, which is why they're neutral.
Oh,
Not because they're so cool, but because if you're neutral, you can sell your armed forces to
everybody.
everyone.
Yeah, like prostitutes are neutral too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Drug dealers are totally politically neutral.
So
What's this stuff about Bush and Kerry?
Bush has basically adopted this idea that Kerry was talking pretty much not during the November election, which is to basically regulate the nuclear. If Iran is going to say they're building these reactors for nuclear fuel, then call them on their bluff and say, okay, well, we will supply your fuel and take back your spent fuel, so you can't divert it to using for weapons. And at the time, Rice and everyone else, all the Bushies were basically saying it was reckless endangerment and appeasing.
And now they're going to do it.
And now Bush is saying, oh, I think it's a great idea. The Russians came to us with this idea, and it's a great idea.
You're like, I never heard his idea before,
Yeah.
except before when I told it was retarded idea.
I think that
But
it
now
is a good plan. The Russians came up with the idea, and I support it, he added.
They sent it to me in IM on
That's
my
right.
phone. He's got me on the phone. Oh, dude, I was reading Esquire, not the most recent, but the previous issue, and they have all these stupid news events for the year. Mm-hmm. And one of them was that I think it was Putin, that somebody was showing him an NBA coach was showing him his championship ring, and Putin picked it up and put it in his pocket.
That's pretty awesome.
He thought it was a gift.
There was actually something about that, yeah.
It's
And
like
they had
the U.S. president, the president in the U.S., any representative, you can't take a gift that large. Period.
They had to
Right.
there had to be like all these clarifications and formal, like, was this really a gift or was it not? Did he misunderstand?
It's like, no, dude, it was my freaking ring. I didn't give it to you. I was showing it to you about how cool it
thanks.
was.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It's just funny to even think of the president of the U.S. doing that. It wouldn't happen.
Right.
It just, oh, cool, man. This guy, he's gave me his Super Bowl ring.
That's great.
This wasn't a Super Bowl ring. I believe it was
It was
an NBA championship ring or something. But
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So the Creed dude got arrested for being drunk.
Yeah,
Again.
again. I think 311 needs to kick his ass again.
Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds like a pretty good idea.
I guess
At
he
least
has an
they're a real
alcohol
band.
problem.
Yeah, it sounds
Is
And
like
it
that
went
the
through-
band that sounds like I talked to God today?
yeah, it's that band, and he's actually. I just read.
The guy is such a jackass.
Well, I just read
He's
it-
just such a prick.
A funny thing in connection with his recent wedding that he's also involved in a program is for being a good model parent for your kids,
Right.
being a mentor to your kids. It's
Yeah, get really drunk and go to the airport.
Yeah,
That's Model 1.
like, goes out the next day and shows it. That's great.
So drunk they won't let you on the airplane.
That's
Which,
right.
by the way, is really drunk.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I mean, I've been drunk on a plane.
Because you
and-
can be like, dude, just tell me where the line is. Like, I mean, I'll go
What?
here.
Okay. You just can't be loud, is what
Yeah,
it comes to. You can be
right.
drunk, just don't be loud.
Which for some drunk people is really hard to do.
Yeah, but dude, I've been tore up and got on planes before,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm a loud guy, and they let me on.
Well, there you go.
But I don't. But I know that they're gonna kick me off the plane if I'm loud.
Ah, there you go. See, that's the thing. I think you have to be conscious of all of it. Yeah.
What? I'm fucking from Creed. Fuck you, bitch! Get me on a fucking
Your
plane.
band doesn't exist anymore, sir.
I paid $5 for this with frequent flyer miles.
Never really was much of a band to begin
I
with.
paid $5.
So should we kick it on to some tech wrap up then?
Are we ready?
to
Are we
there?
ready for
I
tech
think
wrap
we
up?
are. I think we are.
Hang on, I'm going to do a little intro into Tech Wrap Up. Hang on.
Awesome. Word. Get funky with it.
I can't see the fucking screen. I need another
This music
version.
is coming via Josh's toy that we've talked about before, but he finally has the Nano Loop
What?
for the Game Boy.
Nanoloop 1.3.
And the things that sound like people pressing buttons,
That's really people-
Josh
that's
pressing
really
buttons.
buttons
It's not
being
one of the
pressed, right.
samples.
How
Well,
many-
we're using this beautiful music. Sorry, Paul.
yeah, how many voices are on that bad Game Boy?
I don't know, really.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much infinite because you
It's
can edit
Edit the
them.
waveforms, right?
Yeah.
As you were saying. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's not the most intuitive interface,
No, it's not.
You don't have a whole lot to work with.
and
But you
it's not the easiest to read because it's the original Game Boy, is the one that you have right now.
Yeah.
But the good news is you can just start pushing buttons and noise happens.
And
but it sounds
starts rocking.
cool.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that brings us into the tech wrap up for the show, which I think is probably going to be bigger than the show was
Yep.
up in its entirety up to this point. There's a bunch of cool software stuff, and I'm just going to go through some of this pretty quick. There's a web interface for MuTorrent, which is the coolest BitTorrent client. In that the whole executable, the whole program itself, is like 700K. MuTorrent, that is, and it basically has all the functionality of Azurius. Well, not all of it, but most of the functionality that Azurius has that your core BitTorrent user would use. I mean, it doesn't do some of the RSS stuff, but has some RSS features. Pretty cool, and they're working on a web-based management thing. So basically, you could control from anywhere, hey, what I'm downloading right now, which is nice for me because that way I could manage stuff and make sure that I wasn't sucking too much bandwidth from home
Yeah.
without having a remote desktop in. And Google is working with code weavers to port Picasa to Linux, which is pretty cool. I mean, Paul, I know you've used Picasa,
Yeah. It's very
which
cool.
is a really nice app.
Definitely.
And Josh, I don't know if you've used it.
I have not.
It's pretty sweet. It's basically just basically a picture management idea.
Okay.
You can export thumbnails and things and resize and publish to websites and stuff, but most of it's photo management. But it's pretty neat, and the fact that they're porting it to Linux is a good thing for Linux. And then back in the open source world again, we've got, and I don't know if Hamachi is actually open source, but Hamachi is this really cool VPN software. HAMACHI.cc is the site that basically lets you set up your own little virtual network across, like say you're basically, Paul and I could set up a shared little network and actually browse each other's machines via our broadband. So it's kind of like it acts like you're on a LAN basically. So like a fake software LAN.
Big fake LAN. Yeah.
It's really cool. I mean, it's really cool, and it's a lot more mature than it has been. And so, I mean, it's pretty neat. Oh, and the other thing is Songbird, I think, came out yesterday, the pre-release version, which is basically the open source iTunes idea. It's got some basic functionality at this point, but it's pretty neat. I've been playing with it today at work.
So you pay them for MP3s?
No. The idea being it's the software.
Oh, okay, got it.
For iTunes, the software, not for the store.
I see.
For the Apple Store stuff.
I see.
And then there's been a lot of talk recently about a Firefox memory leak. Well, I read an article that it's going to be linked in to the show notes, but about how some of this stuff that people are saying is a memory leak is actually a caching feature for every tab in Firefox, that it keeps a certain level of caches of every one of the pages in memory. Not on the drive, but actually in memory. Which is why sometimes when I'm running Firefox, I end up with 250 megabytes that it's using.
Okay.
So there's a way to tweak some of those settings, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
We've got the new version of the Mac OS for x86. The very most recent one has been hacked to where you can just stick it on plain x86 hardware. And then there's this cool.
It didn't take long.
No, yeah, it's not going to take very long.
Yeah.
Paul, you probably appreciate this. A USB ColecoVision device.
That's great.
So the idea is that you hook it up to your computer, you can put ROMs on it, and then actually put it in your ColecoVision and play them.
That's fat.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool. I think I'd almost buy a ColecoVision for that.
No kidding.
Because it's so hard to find carts, really, anymore.
Yeah.
That if you had the hardware, that's pretty sweet. But what else we got, Josh? What tech stuff did you have?
I had that neat looking PMP by
No Namia.
Yeah, it's Linux based. It just looked my point for the whole thing. It by
AIGO.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
AIGO.
AIGO.
Yeah, it was a link off of Engadget. It's a pretty neat looking little player.
Yeah, that was kind of my point. Like, it just looks like.
Well, and it actually has. So it does like your normal playback stuff, but it also not only is it Linux based, but it also does GPS. And has the European and like Asian mobile digital video standard TDMB, so you could actually pick up mobile television on it too. Which not doing a damn thing here in the U.S. It'd be kind of cool to see some of that.
It's a 16 million color 480 by 272 pixel.
Yeah,
16:9 widescreen LCD. It's pretty cool.
DivX, XVID. MPEG 124,
wow,
video playback, pretty neat.
There
are going to be so many of these devices coming out. It's right now the really cool mainstream one is again that Creative Zen Vision M, that you can buy them. They're like $330 right now.
How much hard drive space does that have?
I think it's a 30. The one that's $330.
Didn't this one say it could be up to
120 or something?
Yeah,
40 or 120. Yeah, it's pretty big.
100.
Good damn was the in-jazz response.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll probably never see it in the U.S., but it's cool little device. Paulie, do you have any techness?
Turntable stuff I see.
Oh yeah,
that's Matt's. Yeah,
it's actually pretty cool. This is like the $17,000 turntable, but it will never touch your record. It uses fucking lasers to read them, and not just like one laser, like multiple lasers.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's really cool.
How much does this thing cost?
Oh, it's seriously like $16,000 or something.
Oh wow!
They have a deal where you can sign up for the
endorsed by Keith Jarrett.
So it's still going to read any damage that's already been done, and there's still
right,
going to be record noise.
Well, it's not
else, but there won't be.
Well, it's not magic,
right, of course. No, but there won't be further. There won't be further damage done to any records. That's great. Really, I mean, if you got that money,
they have 3 models.
Oh, well,
the LT1R, the LT1LRC, which plays 45s and LPs, it's $15,000. The deposit is only $7,500 though.
Deposit.
They have the 1XRC, which plays 45 LPs, and it plays 78s. And that feature, the ability to play 78s, is only $1,000 more. Then we go up. This is the one. It plays 45 78s in any size LP. That means the size of the planet Earth. If somebody made it, it'll play it. And that one, I'm sorry, the deposit was only $1,000 more. That previous one was $17,000. So to go to any size from the $17,000 one that played 78s, we're talking $19,000 now. But again, only a $950 deposit. And they've got this deal that if you give them the deposit and you get it and you don't really like it, you can return it, and they'll pay the shipping.
They have a really robust customer service department, I hear.
It's like, how many people are you seriously going to sell this damn thing to? Free auditions for 10 days. You got to keep it for 10 whole days.
I guess that's why they have to be $15,000 a piece.
Oh yeah, because they're not going to make that many.
Right.
And it's not ever going to be a mature technology.
And I don't think anyone will ever really pay one off either.
Yeah, the funny thing about DJs and turntabling for the most part is the needle hitting the record to make the sound is a really big part of the whole thing.
Right.
Well, and the turntablism aspect of it, and just playing back a record, though, there's no reason that you couldn't get really sophisticated. I mean, if you're using lasers to read it, that's going to be more precise than a physical thing that grinds away at it reading it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I don't know, what's the point?
The point is that it's non-destructive is the real point, I think.
Yeah, I think
For something like a
I think
record.
just as sort of
If you're a 78 collector, you're some crazy guy
in a
that
geek way,
has...
it's really cool, and there's probably some I can see like National Archives of things that are only on acetate and
Right.
or pressings like that
Yeah.
need to be preserved, and that's a really
Anything
good way to
delicate.
do it.
But
Yeah.
shouldn't that stuff
But
be
abso-
like digitized?
Right, exactly. But then
you would
the-
digitize it from that.
But
You
this
gotta
is
do it
literally probably the best way to digitize it, I guess,
Yeah.
for those
Exactly,
cases.
non-destructive.
But outside of that, yeah, you're looking at a real.
Oh, it's no
limited-
real person's going to buy
Right,
it.
of course. Except for this guy that endorsed it, which is pretty.
Who is
hilarious.
this guy?
Keith Jarrett, he's like a jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he
Jazz
probably got
division.
one for endorsing it.
Yeah, probably so.
Can you give me like 4 of them? I'll totally tell him, like, this is badass. Man, this thing is normally $19,000. I got 2 of them for free for saying it's cool.
Keith Jarrett currently does. He'll do a live show, and it'll just be him on solo piano, and he will have no idea what he's gonna play before he plays it.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
plays. He
Yeah.
makes it up.
A monster.
So we're talking about the laser technology being used on the old devices. Now we've got just a couple related. They're not really related, but it's just little tech jumps that this teeny tiny little projector.
No
which is on-
moving parts. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no moving parts. It's a LED powered, like matchbook sized monochrome projector. But the point being,
You can kind of see into the future on that one.
right? And somebody just, I think it was Seagate, just released a 1-inch 12 gig hard drive.
Cell
So
phones.
again, we're talking tiny. Yeah, those are going to be in cell phones, but that's just insane, man.
Yeah.
The laptop
12
I'm
gig.
using right here
Yeah.
has a 12 gig drive in it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's running XP. It has a 12 gig drive in it. I don't have a lot of music on this machine, obviously, but
right.
but it's again a 12 gig drive that I'm running an OS on, and this is going to be like an inch, tiny little drive.
It's crazy.
So it's just, I mean, how long before we're getting the convergence stuff is just going to be insane when this. That you have
yeah.
something that doesn't even have to have a display anymore. How much of the size of a device is the display?
Right.
When it gets really practical for, I mean, if you look at even LCD projectors have come down so much in price that a lot of people don't have a high def TV; they have projectors.
Just get a projector, right? Yeah.
So if
several
that
people
starts
do that.
happening, that gets mature enough, you're going to see a lot of people who would have had a larger television not have a television but have a projector.
Yeah.
That same projector technology, to some extent, is going to be useful in mobile devices. You're going to see that everywhere. I mean, you're going to see it in cell phones,
Yeah.
like a virtual projected, just like 7-inch screen from your cell phone or something, like high enough definition to play back a movie.
Right.
I mean, that
would be amazing.
I mean, you'll see it. It's
Yeah.
not going to happen in like this year or anything.
No,
but
no.
It's just
But
each of these little increments. You can just see.
see the next little steps.
Yeah, and I think actually
keep getting out,
we should
yeah.
take a second out here, and if you guys haven't watched it, watch this multi-touch interactive research thing and talk about it a little bit.
I was just checking it out. It's really pretty cool looking.
Have you watched this, Josh? Dude, totally watch. It's really
It's basically Star Trek to me. is
Oh, yeah.
exactly what it looks like. It looks like the Star Trek interfaces that they use
Yeah.
on the bridge, where you can like do multiple,
Kind of matrixy.
multiple touch and things like that, and use several input sources to.
Each one of these little segments is a demo by a different guy, or like a different group of people, I think. Because this was some MIT like.
Really cool stuff, though.
It is bizarre.
I mean, it starts out and it's like, oh, whatever, this is useless, and then you actually see like applications.
Right. I'm in the Google Maps section right now, or the Google Earth section right now. Just it's amazing.
Man, one of these looks like the dude that's doing it is straight up tripping or something. Whoa, the little applications are weird.
I just saw one that had 3 turntables on it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Damn.
They're all conceptual things, you know what I mean? All little.
Yeah, this one's now got like a whole synth bay and several patches going, Josh, with like virtual keyboards.
Some of the most interesting stuff is the photo manipulation.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. It's fucking cool. I want to get like a bunch of autistic people these things.
Yeah.
No
See what they can
joke.
You
do.
see the little interactive like scenery thing?
Yeah.
This thing? It's just weird the way that the objects interact. And that's almost as much of the novelty, really.
And I think that's sort of why, I mean, you can see how you could just design this into several interfaces.
Anything.
Any sort of interface or
And it
application.
can be different for each application, how it works.
Yeah, it's really a pretty big deal as far as UI goes.
But in general, you could use standard things that meant the same thing across.
Right.
And apparently it spits out generic trip hop while it's doing it.
I actually recognize this from somewhere, and I can't remember what it
But
is.
the like this picture manipulation, the map stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Have you seen Minority Report, Josh?
Have I seen what?
Minority Report.
Yeah, it's
You know,
like that.
like that stuff. Like where,
Do you want to?
what? Oh, you want to actually talk about it now?
Oh, I didn't know we were pausing.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking on the mic.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I didn't know we were not.
That's why I said pause for a minute. That's why.
Oh.
Whoa, there was
But-
some reactor-looking junk on there.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
the
was
cool
talking about,
thing
the-
here is
the
just that
multiple
it just
patches.
shows what could happen with interfaces. I think touchscreens are really going to be a lot of what is going to happen. It's just controlling even a media display. I've for a long time I've thought it would be nice to have a single touchscreen display that was like the controls for a
Yeah,
media center,
yeah,
like
exactly.
have a big high def TV that output everything to it. Then you have another thing that's just controls.
Well, yeah. When I know of some projects that I've worked on actually in the past for unnamed folks that included one was it basically an LCD pad that you kind of had in your lap that was a remote, pretty much. It functioned as a remote, but you could also preview channels and all of that stuff, and got to the chance to build sort of a simulator for it.
The cool thing about this thing was just the interactivity.
Yeah, and that is of course far more advanced because we were just using
It was the
literally
user
a-
interface stuff.
right?
It's
Yeah,
the,
that's
it's
what,
how you're manipulating what's
exactly
there.
exactly.
And it's a bunch of different. I think it was NYU or is it MIT? Well,
probably MIT. I'm guessing.
actually, no. I guess it was actually NYU.
NYU. Wow. Okay.
In your face, MIT.
But I just find it's just really interesting the way that because it's just different paradigms of how you'd even interact with objects that's on a screen. A lot of it, for if you've not seen the video, obviously, which you probably haven't if you're listening to this, that it's more, hey, here's how I'm manipulating this object. I like the one example was when it was pictures of some kind, be it the mapping software or just like photos. That like how you'd grab it and move your fingers, and as you moved your fingers apart on the screen, that would zoom in on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
On
cool.
that. Yeah, it's just really intuitive stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I that's something I would almost think I would try to do with that if I knew I could touch it. So, imagine a virtualized display like that, and you got your projector, and it's all on your damn phone, all of it.
I mean, you're talking about the capability to have some karate simulation.
Right. Well, it's just and like I was saying before, it's the Star Trek interface. I mean, it could be everything that was on the bridge of Next Generation or any of those shows
Right.
forward were basically this exact kind of interface, really.
Right. Well, there's the rumor of and it's totally a rumor at this point. It's somebody mocked something up, just like all the other Apple-y product announcement crap or leaky crap. This is the all touchscreen video iPod. Have you seen any of the photos for this?
I saw that thing
Yeah,
where it has the wheel on top, the images.
the
on
idea
top
being
of
that the
wheel.
whole screen is that there's no actual physical wheel interface on it.
Right.
It's all virtualized on a widescreen 3.5 inch display.
Gotcha.
It'd be a great device no matter who did it. But
Sure.
the iRiver, their U10, this little teeny tiny portable media player thing.
Is that the one that's just like the box
Yeah, it's just tiny.
with a screen and it
Yeah,
has a side?
it's all touchscreen. It has some side controls and top controls, but it's got a touchscreen.
So
on
touchscreen seems to definitely be the way that it's all gonna go.
Well, it comes down
A lot
to
of it.
when you're dealing with
buttons.
the whole point is to make a display, and the display is your limiting factor in how small a thing can be.
Right.
Well, if you have a display and you don't have to have controls, then it's smaller. So I think that's really what's driving it.
Yeah.
Because it's only on that smaller stuff that you even see it right now.
Right.
I mean, because even the whole tablet PC thing, that's not really ever taken off with your average person. Mainly because they're too expensive. Gentlemen.
The MacBook Pro will ship at clock speeds quicker than announced. Instead of
Yeah, I don't understand that.
1.67 gigahertz
So-
or 1.83. It will now ship as 1.83 or 2.0
Yeah, that's just
gigahertz.
such a-
Up to 2.16 gigahertz. It's like, oh, God.
We still don't know how long the battery lasts.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did they just like
Those were all prototypes. That's why that was...
they updated the processor speed before they had the time to ship the original product.
Right,
Yeah,
because
they
the
actually finally made 'em.
original was a prototype.
Right.
Yeah, they
Finally
went
made
into
them, and they're
production.
like, "Hey, we decided when we made it, we
can
would
get
use the
these
stuff that's
faster."
available
Yeah,
now."
yeah, that's cool.
When we landed in reality land instead of theory land.
We were gonna put the new PS3 chip in it.
That'd be funny if they were like, yeah, and that magnet thing we were talking about, that's just impossible.
We've tried to work it out. That has not worked. How do you get power through magnets? What? Magnets don't send power.
Sweet. I think we're done. Yeah.
Yeah, we're done, kids. So thanks again for joining us for this episode of the Nodfast, episode 16. We again are at a horrible backlog on shows at this point, which we have a habit of doing. So hopefully we'll get some of this stuff up in recent future, in the future soon. Get things up. And I think we're even toying with the idea of doing some smaller little podcasts on and off to get up on the site. I think Josh said maybe when he travels abroad
Some Nodfastlings.
from other countries, he will be doing some stuff for us. So thanks again for joining any of you who joined us. I don't think there are any of you.
You don't exist.
Yeah.
Don't lie to us.
We don't believe you unless we get an email from you.
Right.
So email Matt at nodfest.com or Josh at nodfest.com or Paul at nodfest.com and say, hey, I hate you guys. Or I can smell you through my MP3 player through some weird mechanism because I have some sort of brain problem. Just anything. We don't care what it is. If it's nonsense, you can send a spam. Send a spam that just says, love a
Don't
listener.
send a spam.
No, you could, as long as you actually type
I don't
manually
want
in it.
spam. Fuck spam.
Love a listener. But thanks again, kids.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.